Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Anthony Joshua, he gets a 9th round knockout over Kubrat Pulev in a very impressive win. This by far was probably his most flawless win of his career. And just understand this, a flawless performance is not just focused on how he knocks someone out. It's about him doing everything right. And in this fight, he blended the perfect combination of defense, a little bit of angles, foot movement, aggression, but responsible aggression, not careless, sloppy aggression. And he did all of this against a very solid fighter who's very technical, who has a good defense, and has a great chin. See, it's one thing to see Anthony Joshua outbox Andy Ruiz. That's easier to do because he's shorter, he's more one-dimensional. But for him to outbox, outthink, and then knock out someone like Pulev, that's what makes this performance that much more impressive. It was really interesting too because Floyd Mayweather, he attended the fight. We seen Anthony Joshua, as soon as he knocked out Pulev, he hopped out of the ring, walked over to Floyd Mayweather to pay his respects. And after watching this fight, it would not surprise me if Floyd Mayweather contacted AJ before this fight and told him to make sure he uses that jab to the body, the jab to the solar plexus, something that Floyd Mayweather is known for doing. And we've seen Anthony Joshua use that weapon all night, and he was extremely effective with it. It helped him set up uppercuts, right hands up top, hooks up top, and ultimately a knockout where he knocked down Pulev multiple times in the fight. Matter of fact, speaking of Floyd Mayweather and the knockdowns, the first knockdown, I believe it was the second or the third round, because Pulev's best weapon is his jab. Going into this fight, that was his best weapon. And Anthony Joshua, he knocked him down, or he hurt him really bad with a right hand counter over the jab that was really, really similar to a pull counter. So Anthony Joshua, he did everything well in this fight. You know, it seems to me that the Andy Ruiz fight, it just made AJ a much better fighter. Because before the AJ fight, going all the way back to the Takam fight, you would see more of a sloppy Anthony Joshua getting hit with unnecessary punches over and over, coming close to losing fights. But now we're seeing the best of Anthony Joshua. And I'll tell you right now, we don't really know for sure. I know Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn, they're already saying that Joshua, he will end up fighting Fury next. We don't know for sure because of the whole mediation situation, unless Tyson has already planned on just vacating his belt to avoid Deontay Wilder. But regardless, if that's the case, that Anthony Joshua is going to fight Fury next, Fury is going to have a lot of problems with this version of Anthony Joshua. See, I know the way a lot of fans think. A lot of fans, all they look at is the fact that AJ, he got knocked out against Andy Ruiz. And they don't even look at anything else after that. But what you guys don't understand is that knockout loss is probably the best thing to happen to AJ. This knockout against Pulev was extremely reminiscent of the Lennox Lewis knockout when he came back, avenged his loss to Rockman, knocked him out in South Africa in the rematch with the right hand. The way Anthony Joshua landed the right hand and the way Pulev dropped was exactly the same way that Rockman caught that right hand and dropped. So for people to try to count out AJ because he got knocked out by Andy Ruiz, you have to remember the same thing happened to Lennox Lewis before he fought against his Tyson Fury, which was Vitaly Klitschko at the time. Remember, Lewis had already been knocked out twice against lesser opposition. So, and he beat Vitaly Klitschko. So it's not so much about losing or getting knocked out, it's how you bounce back. Some fighters get knocked out, they're never the same, for the worse. And some fighters, they get knocked out and they're much better. They learn from it. And that's exactly what happened with Anthony Joshua. This is the gold medal Anthony Joshua that we're watching right now. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in Anthony Joshua's next fight, or see what fight is officially announced next. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. You know, I always say on this channel, pay-per-view fights should actually be free. And now the day has come where I'm about to hook you up with an app where you can watch all your pay-per-view events, boxing, UFC, etc. for free. I want to introduce Block TV, the best internet streaming television app out there. They provide over 3,600 channels, including HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and Stars. They have a massive video on demand library with over 40,000 of the new release movies and the latest TV series. And it also includes DVR. So you're getting all of this for $34.99 a month. And once again, that includes free pay-per-view. So this one right here is a no-brainer, guys, because back in Las Vegas, I was paying damn near $200 a month for my cable. Those days are long gone now. So to get the app, make sure you guys go over to getblocktv.com and put in my promo code and get 30% off your first month. You also get a free month for every friend you refer. The promo code is DBNation. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. Basically, you will end up with a haircut shape up or an edge up. What they do is they tattoo small dots that look like hair follicles in the areas where you have lost your hair, and then blend it with your existing hair. You can even choose what type of hairline you want, hard shape up or soft and natural finish. And to maintain it, all you gotta do is shave your hair every few days, which is something you already were probably doing anyway. So if you wanna get this hookup for my brothers out there in the UK and Europe, make sure you check out the Scalp This on Instagram. And for my brothers out there in the States, make sure you go ahead and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. And when you go on their pages, you can see for yourself what these guys look like before. I mean, these guys are literally hair magicians. I've never seen anything like this before, but all I can tell you guys is this is a serious game changer for us men. So make sure you get in contact with Scalp This and Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.